Today we're going to be doing an unboxing video of the Progressive Industries hardwired surge protector. This is the model EMS HW30C. The difference between this and the other 30 amp hardwired unit is that this includes a remote display. The EMS LCHW30 has a digital readout right here on the enclosure for the surge protector. This is not only a surge protector, it is also an electrical management system. And as such, it does provide you with surge protection. It can also detect a number of different electrical faults that are occurring on your hookup to shore power with your RV. So we'll go ahead and get started opening it up. Packaging is really basic. So we've got the unit and the cord. They do say on the website multiple times, don't call us for missing parts. The monitor is inside the enclosure. So we'll go ahead and open it up. It's got a list of all the error codes. And then also it tells you that this is the line input. So this would go to your shore power plug and the load output would go into your RV. Inside the back cover, there's a wiring diagram. Again, this is for the 30 amp version. The 50 amp version will have L1, L2, and L3 as well as ground. Okay, inside here, there is the monitor. The monitor has a digital readout, and then it has a two-position switch. One is for normal use, and one is for bypass EMS. When you bypass the EMS, you're taking out all of the fault protection from wiring, but you are not turning off the surge protection. The surge protection stays on. Reading through the manual, it looked like the only reason you would put it up to bypass EMS is if there was some sort of a fault within the unit and it wasn't allowing shore power. Like say it was showing a fault code for a miswired pedestal plug, and you called the campground manager, he or she came over and tested everything with a multimeter and showed you that it was wired properly, then that would be an indication that the fault is within the unit, and so you would click this up to bypass it and have only surge protection. I'm going to go ahead and read a couple specs here from the manual. It has high-low voltage protection, so if the voltage drops below 104 volts or rises above 132, it shuts down the power. It has a time delay for an air conditioner. If your air conditioner has a built-in time delay, then you can leave this set up at the factory default, which is 15 seconds. If your air conditioner does not have a delay after power is interrupted, then you can move this jumper here into the other position, and that will have this delay for 136 seconds, 2 minutes and 16 seconds before it turns the power back on to the unit. 3-mode surge protection. It's looking for faults from the L1, the L2, and the ground. And the surge protection across any of those for the 30 amp unit is 1790 joules and 44,000 amps. The 5-mode surge protection, which is on the 50 amp unit, is 3580 joules and 88,000 amp surge current. If you get a power surge, your readout will show error 10 on it. And then it also, like I was saying, looks for miswired pedestal plugs. Reverse polarity, that's when the L1 and L2 are flipped. Open neutral, open ground, and also it monitors the frequency of the incoming electricity to protect the unit as well. So if it deviates plus minus 9 hertz from 60 cycles per second, it'll shut down. That is about it as far as the features go. There's a few things that they mention to look out for in the installation. One is, if you're not really familiar with electrical work or anything like that, start off a little bit smaller. Have somebody professional install this. If you have a generator, you can also install this in between the transfer switch and your coach so that you're getting protection from any of those faults or surges from your generator. You can also install this in front of your transfer switch so that your generator has nothing to do with this. Your generator is bypassing it and going straight to your coach. The other thing that's inside the box here besides the display is this, which will give you the amperage. So you're going to go ahead and put this, the one with the, if you get the 50 amp version of this, it's going to have 2 of these sensors. Only one of them is going to have a green mark. The one with the green mark on it goes over the black, which is the L1 or hot leg, coming from the unit into your coach. And they say it does not matter which direction you install it in, it will get the correct amperage from that circuit while you're using shore power. The connection with the ground from the incoming and the output, they've got a nice ground strap here. Grounds these fittings here that clamp down on the wire, keep it from moving around. They also mention in the manual to never plug in the cable that goes between these two while shore power is connected to the unit. You don't want to be connected to shore power or generator power at all if you have this in between your transfer switch and your coach. That's about it for this unboxing. It's really straightforward, a lot less long-winded than my last one that I did of the Wolfbox rear view mirror camera. I will be following this up with an installation video. I'm going to be installing this into my 1986 Vixen 21TD coach. It should be a relatively painless installation in there, but we'll do a follow-up video after the installation video, and in that we'll go over some of the features that you see while this is in operation and also a review of how it's been working. I've got one last trip to squeeze in this season, and I'm hoping to get this in before it so that we can get that content up. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you found this informative or somewhat useful, please take the time to go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can see some of the other videos, including the installation of this in the RV. Have a good rest of your day.